So let's call the meeting to order right away. I guess, I'm sorry, let's call together the Design Review Board regular meeting for Monday, March 21st, 2022. Stephen Antonio, I'm here. Elaine Lang. Here.
Here.
Polly Rice.
Here.
Here. Anka Dragulski.
Here.
Kate Beal.
Here.
And Jim Pennington, I don't know if he's ever gonna, we haven't seen him in quite some time. All right, with that out of the way, let's get right into our new business. Number one is a referral from the Zoning Commission regarding application 22-08 of SMRT Architects and Engineers, Ken Costello, agent, the trustees of Westminster School Incorporated, owner, for a site plan amendment to replace existing tract, construct synthetic turf surface field with minor site improvements to support track use operations at the property located at 995 Hot Meadow Street. It is an R40 zone. Is someone here to present on behalf of the applicant?
Yes, Steve, I'm Ken Costello. We also have two members of the staff at Westminster Schools. So I don't know, Julie or Peter, do you want to start or do you want me to just kick it off?
You can go right ahead, Ken.
All right, thank you. Thank you for hearing us tonight. We are here to present the track and field renovation. Again, as the application mentioned, the track is to be replaced. It was constructed about 20 years ago. And as part of the project, we looked at the current track is what's called an equal quadrant track, and it fit a football field inside of the track. The school no longer has football, and so they're looking to replace the track, but also provide more use inside the track for other sports that require a wider field. So the proposal is to widen the track, replace the track and widen it, put synthetic turf on the inside of it, similar to what their synthetic turf field is down below at the lower level field. Associated with that would be to replace the existing press box filming tower, add an additional 3-car garage storage facility, and replace the scoreboard, the existing scoreboard that's out there. And I have graphics if you want to see them. I can share that. I know Steve, I sent that in early and it was in your package of just some examples of what the filming tower would look like, the scoreboard, and a potential for the storage building. I also have images of the existing facilities out there if you want to see them.
Yeah, can you share your screen? Is that
I can.
possible? All right, that'd be great. Yes, please.
If I can figure out which.
Usually in the bottom center.
Yeah, no, I got that. I'm just trying to figure out I think if I share these, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a rendering of what the track would look like. This blue dashed line is the existing track, so you can see how it's being widened. It's still 400-meter track, but it's being widened and shortened to create a bigger field inside. The graphics you see here, Grit and Grace with the logo, is similar to the field that's down on the lower level of the campus. So there's where this building is proposed, which is at the north end of the field. We're proposing a 3-car prefabricated building. It will be on a full foundation. We will not be putting in a cupola, but the intention would be to match the existing. There's two storage buildings out there in the general vicinity already to match those. And whoops, it says storage building, but it's not the storage building. This is a proposed image of what the scoreboard would look like. This is the one at the lower field right now. This is consistent to what we'd be looking for, except a few more digits to provide some more flexibility for the track use. And this is the existing scoreboard out there now, and you can actually see the scoreboard, the existing scoreboard in the baseball field beyond. The filming tower, the existing filming tower is a large wooden structure. It's the same color as all the buildings on campus. And this filming tower here is what we're proposing to replace it with. This is actually the existing one at the Hovey Field, the synthetic field at the lower level. So basically matching this here. It's a steel structure painted black with some anodized aluminum infills. So that's what I have for the structures that are proposed. I can go through the plans if you like to see. Again, this is the track layout. We are replicating these are long jumps, and we have pole vault here. Those are currently out there. We're just rebuilding them. The filming tower is on the west side. It's slightly detached from the track due to some utilities that are in place there. We'll have a small 1 foot to 2 foot high retaining wall to accomplish that installation, because as the track is below this field, the next field is just to the west. And then you can see the proposed storage building with the proposed scoreboard. Here's one of the storage buildings. The other storage building is just off the page here. For construction,
there was going to be a press box. Where's the location of that?
It's the filming tower / press box.
Okay.
It's just one. There's no seating involved. There's no enclosed press box. It's just basically a filming tower. Yeah.
Okay, that's
sorry.
fine. You use one term and then another.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Access to the field is, this is the existing driveway or parking lot. Here's the pool building. You can see where the track will be constructed, where the existing one is. Access will be through a maintenance gate that's in that guardrail here with a gravel drive out to the construction site. There will be a small utility run. We will be running new communication lines from the existing building out to the filming tower so they can stream the events.
Is there any proposed lighting?
No.
Well, it makes it easier. There's no night games. And the colors of all the structures, with the exception of the press box, is the same color as the existing buildings. Is that correct? I'm actually looking for clarification. Or
yeah, the intention would be to blend in with the existing buildings out there now. So it would be a similar color scheme.
Okay, and that's just a stock photo, right? You probably get clipped corners in the doors and stuff.
This is a stock photo. It's a Cloder Farms project garage. I don't think they have clipped corners like they do on this one here.
No, it's an option. You just tell them what you want. Cloder Farms definitely does whatever you want. That's why I mentioned if you are looking to match, it's a small detail, but it is available at no additional cost.
Is the existing building still going to be there, or is this a replacement?
No, the existing building will remain. This is an addition.
Okay. And the color of the track, are you going to go with the black and the gold lines?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
This is quite literally my backyard, so very interesting.
The storage building, what goes in those garage bays, if I might ask? Which way does the building face? Does it face the track?
These three doors will be facing the track. What goes in there? Hurdles, jumping pads, goals, whatever the school deems they need to store in there.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I'm just inquiring if any vehicles would be going in and out, but that answers that quite clearly. Thank you. Okay, well, let's go commissioner by commissioner with any questions or clarifications requested. Anka, would you like to go first?
My only question is regarding that film tower, the press box. So from what I see, the only reason the existing one cannot be used, it's because it's too close to the new track, correct?
Yes, the new track will actually, the new track gets wider, so it would hit this. So it has to be removed.
Yeah, if I may suggest, I really like the way the old film tower looks like. I think aesthetically, it's very nice. It has some character to it. Definitely, it looks better than the new one. So can you keep both? Can you kind of very gently, carefully pull the old one, that wood structure, and somehow group them together? I mean, I don't know. Can the old one still be reused and still serve a purpose? Maybe film from the other side, from a different corner. I don't know. My idea, my suggestion is if you can use the old structure as well.
From what I've been told from the school, they don't actually use this existing tower. It's not very easily accessible for them. They use the one down at Hubby Field, but this one here, not sure what the issues are with it, but it's not used because they don't like using it, or it's difficult to
Will they use the new one?
Yes.
Anka, I think having been, as I said, it's in my backyard, so I am known to go over to the track or watch fireworks from the bleachers. The wood is deteriorated a bit. I don't think it would hold up to being pulled back. And I haven't examined it, but walking by it, it's older, and I think weather has taken its toll.
Okay, yeah, no, that the way it looks in that photo, to me, it looks really nice, but probably it's not in such a great shape. So anyway, sure, whatever the school decides, and other than that, I have no comments. Everything is fine. It's more for the zoning to look at it and approve it than for our design review board. So yeah, I'm fine with everything.
All right, Elaine, as long as you were speaking, is there anything you'd like to ask or clarify or a question?
There are going to still be some bleachers there for the students to watch the track and field events. Is that right?
No, the bleachers are being removed, and there's no plan to reinstall the bleachers.
So you're telling me I'm going to have to find a better spot to watch the fireworks, is what you're telling me.
No, I'm just saying bring a camp chair.
Bring a chair.
Well, I liked getting up to that high level, but that is fine. That is not my firework viewing is not your priority, but that was a purely selfish question. Otherwise, looks great. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Polly, do you have any questions or comments?
No, I asked my question. It was answered. I'm all set. I think it all looks very nice. I love keeping everything, cohesively, the same color wise. So as long as that happens, I think that's great.
And Kate, do you have anything?
Does the black on the track, the track is rubberized or is it gravel? Sorry, I don't remember what you said.
Yes, it's a synthetic surface, rubber synthetic surface. It's black now.
Oh, it's black now, and it does. Oh yeah, I can see that, and it doesn't get like too hot for whatever that you have to do there or whatever. That's the only thing I could think of. And it's permeable, and so is the AstroTurf part that you're putting down.
The turf is permeable. The track is not. The track actually has a trench drain around the inside to collect the runoff, and that goes into the stormwater system.
Okay. Yep, that's all looks good.
Okay, I did a little out of order, but is there anyone from the general public that had any comments or questions as far as this application? All right, hearing none and hearing completely a favorable opinion. I'd like to make a motion to give a positive referral to application 22-08 of SMRT Architects and Engineers Ken Costello, agent. The trustees of Westminster School Incorporated, owner, for a site plan amendment to replace existing track, construct synthetic turf surface field with minor site improvements to support track use operations at the property located at 995 Hot Meadow Street. Who would like to second, please?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That doesn't leave anyone to abstain or vote against, so it's unanimous. We've given you a positive referral. Good luck with the zoning commission tonight. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, moving along, application. I'm sorry, threw me off a little bit. Application for zoning compliance review. Sorry about that. Application A is 530R Bushy Hill Road, the Russian School of Math of Joe Ritchie, applicant Avon Marketplace Investors LLC, owner, application for a zoning compliance review for the installation of a 18-foot, 9.5-inch by 22-inch halo lit sign on the property located at 530R Bushy Hill Road. The zone is a B3 zone. And is anyone here to speak on behalf of the applicant? Okay, so that being said, we have seen, if you all went through the packet, you have seen what they're looking to do. It does, if I'm understanding correctly, Laura, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. They're basically replacing it with the same thing with different letters. It used to be Moto Photo, if I understand right. And now it's becoming Pet Value or Russian School of Math.
They're replacing Pet Value with the Russian School of Math.
Oh, it's a Domino's. Now I understand.
The Domino's?
Well, Moto Photo changed to Pet Value, which is now changing to
Oh,
Russian School of Math.
Yeah, I
The
was gonna
Domino's
say-
pizza.
I was gonna say Moto Photo hasn't been there for about 15 years. That's that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Steve, you need a new camera.
Yeah, when you said Domino's, I was thinking pizza. But yeah, the Pet Value, right.
I think it was a relax the back
Yeah,
between
It was
Pet
relax
Va-
the back at one time too.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
but
that unit? I'm
Yeah,
glad you
it-
mentioned that.
it hasn't been Moto Photo for like 20 years. I don't
No,
know why that's
Elaine,
in there.
it hasn't been that long because my son had his pictures taken there in 2015, so. Or
Oh, really?
2014.
When did they move over to Avon Village? I don't know.
Like the day after he had his pictures taken.
Oh, okay, because that's where all my kids had their pictures
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
All right, so let's get back on task. Did y'all see it? Is it gonna fit width-wise is my main concern. That's a lot of letters.
It is.
I empathize with them too,
I-
the choice of name in today's.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I assume this is a franchise that we can't get out of just calling School of Math, which I'm sure the business
What a
owner
great
would
name,
love.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie like that? Regardless, let's stay. I'm the one getting off task, but the existing sign is a halo lit sign. So they're really, and it's the same color combination, although slightly different in as much as it's a single color throughout. I'm inclined to just say, I mean, it's a sign.
Yeah, if it's the same as what was there, but just a different words, then I'm fine too.
Yeah, I think the form base probably comes into play. I defer to staff on that, but if the sign is square footage wise and lighting wise equivalent, I think there isn't much for us to say. Is that true, Laura?
It's actually smaller, believe it or not. They're proposing, Pet Value was 36 and they're proposing 32. The only other difference is the backing. So if you notice that the Russian School of Math has that solid background, so they can mount the letters onto it instead of being directly onto the brick facade.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all that big white background, it's what really bothers me and doesn't, I don't know. It looks so artificial, You really.
Well, I think it kind of
stick
fits
to
the feeling of that building too, though.
Well, to the right, if y'all can see the photos, can you still see them? Relax the back is actually in this picture. It's slightly to the right, and it definitely does not have a backing board. But I do understand the concept of a backing board because you fix your letters to it. If they
Yeah,
go
with
channel
that
letters.
many letters, I can see why that would be their preference.
That being said, we can stipulate that it is similar in color to the existing background to help blend it if you like. Kate's shaking her head yes, or she just got the chills? No,
I liked that idea when you first said it, like blending it in, but then I'm picturing some sort of like orangey, something from a shade of either orange, red, or maroon with like that teal lettering on it. I don't think that's gonna look good.
Well,
Maybe you
if
have
it
a picture of
was-
what it was like for Pet Value?
Yeah, that's on the other document.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's
Yeah,
like the
I'm not.
second page of the other document.
hang on.
Okay, the other document is just a letter.
And then the
Oh,
second.
oh, is there more?
page.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Sorry, my version.
Okay, I got it now. I didn't realize there was more to that. Okay.
Maybe can we suggest, this is just a thought, I'm just thinking out loud, looking at these photos that's vertical anyway, so I have to turn my head. Can
Yeah,
we
me too.
suggest that the background, instead of being bright white, it's a bit grayish, trying to pick up on the color of those, the
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 lintels.
stone, the lint, yes, yeah, all the lintel, yeah.
The cement
yeah,
part of the
fake,
facade,
Yeah,
exactly. So it's, yeah,
it's a little more muted then.
exactly.
Okay.
I like that,
agree.
Anka. I think that's a good compromise. I like that.
Yeah. It'll be, fits the, yeah, the color palette of the building.
Yeah.
Great, I got you.
I think that's a good compromise, Anka. Thanks. I like that idea.
Mhm.
Me too.
So with that stipulation, are we all in agreement then that I'll make a proposal? Okay, I'll make a proposal for a positive referral of applicant. It doesn't have an application number. What do we do?
I think, it's just review? Is this part of the form-based, Laura?
This is the zoning compliance review. It's actually not going to the zoning commission. It's just for you. So you can just read the address.
Okay, so for the application regarding 530R Bushy Hill Road, we are favorable for this proposed sign with the additional, oh my God, I have a brain fart, with the additional request that the backer board be the color of the lentils so as to blend more with the existing building. Would someone second that? Do we still do that?
I'll second.
All right, thank you. All those in favor? Aye.
I
Okay, there's no one left to vote no or abstain, so it's unanimous that we move that forward. The next one, the next application is 25 Albany Turnpike, Duncan of Christopher Ram applicant, Simsbury Turnpike Realty owner, application for a zoning compliance review for the change to the facade of the building, including installing an 11-foot 4.5-inch by 2-foot 5-inch externally illuminated channel lettered sign, 2 directional signs, and 2 canopies on the property located at 25 Albany Turnpike. It is a Zone B3. I think everyone knows where this is. This is on the far side of Duncan, Route 44 across from McDonald's. Bill, are you here to present on behalf of the applicant?
I am, Steve. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, we're just here to present the overall aesthetic of the remodel, I guess. So the signage and also the building and some of the building elements being the 2 building canopies. This is, I believe, in town. I think this is the first new image for the new next gen branding. I know we actually, I don't even think we've done, yeah, we did 1261 Hop Meadow. You guys had a little bit over there. That was early on, and that was a colonial building, so a little bit different. But the building here is looking at the elevations and a lot of the monolith towers and the square lineal shape of everything tends to be the other option to the colonial buildings. This is more true to the new next gen image. And with the package, yeah, we were allowed signage wise in spending time with Laura and her really kind of getting me to understand this better as we get into it. I know we need externally illuminated signage, and shared with Subway, we're allowed 50 square foot total. So Subway has 25 already. The Dunkin' sign on the front of the building in the package is just under 25 as well. Or I think it's 2291, I think, which is the standard sized 24-inch channel letters. So with that, and then refacing the 2 directionals that are there, in spending some time with Laura on these, it seems that the signage was non-conforming in that it was internally illuminated, and the current owner had purchased it that way, and obviously now with the remodel coming up, we're going to conform that signage back to the non-internally illuminated. So the two directionals are going to be made reflective faces. The lighting will be taken out of them. And they're just basically printed on reflective. So when the car lights hit them at night, they light up, but otherwise they just look regular. And then the channel letters, we're going to propose a light bar over the top that you can see on the elevations. That light bar will shine down onto the face of the letters. And the light bar should be white to blend in with the background. So it really shouldn't be seen in theory. That's the idea behind the light bar. And
So
then
you
I'm
thi-
sorry, then the canopies, I'm sorry, just to touch on those. Those are architectural style canopies. They're fabricated. They've got kind of an I-beam kind of channel to the front of them, which is part of that new look. They've got the tie back cables that go back to the building, which actually is identical in design to what the McDonald's building has street side along the drive-through elevation directly across the street.
Are they illuminated right now, or is that an addition? The canopy?
The canopy, yeah, it does have a couple of downlights to light up the area where the cars pull up above the drive-through window. So it's just meant to illuminate the drive-through area as the cars pull up.
And
The existing awning should have that also. I'm sorry, Steve.
No, please. But I'm a bit confused on the channel letters. So they're not illuminated is what you're proposing.
So the way that we're going to take this, in talking to Laura, she had said that the zoning board is discussing, but could still be a ways out, whether it does get approved or does not. But there are some discussions in revising the regulations on Albany Turnpike for internally illuminated signage. That is not the case yet. So what we are doing is we're installing regular channel letters. We're just not going to wire them up, which would look exactly the same. Honestly, we could do them different ways when they're externally illuminated. This is honestly a pretty common practice, just doing a regular standard channel letter and just hitting it with external lighting. But in this case, they are going to be wired to be plugged in and played basically. But no primary connection is going to be made to them, but they're going to be installed. So if we're ever able to have it, we'll come back in front of the board and seek approval and then hopefully be able to light them up. Being that it's so close to what might happen, it seemed like that was the best approach to take financially and just, looking in the long and short term of it. So.
Yeah, they're going to be LED, I assume.
They are, yeah.
Diodes inside.
Yep.
Okay, so there is no one from the general public to ask if they have any questions or comments. So let's go commissioner by commissioner with any comments or questions. Polly, do you want to go first this time?
Sure, I don't have any questions or comments other than it looks pretty like you've covered all your bases. So thank you.
Great. Anka, would you like to go next?
Same thing. It's a pretty standard design. It's not much that we can comment on, and it's okay. It's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay, Kate.
I think it looks okay. I'm fine with it.
Okay, Elaine.
Any change, alteration to any of the colors on the brick face or the stucco or any of that? I noticed Subway's right next door seemed to have done a pretty dramatic renovation, which I guess we never saw for some reason, fairly recently. And there's a big disparity now between the two halves of the building. Is there any kind of alterations on that?
Yeah, Elaine, it's looking at the elevations that are provided in that package, the new color scheme from the old. So Fresh Brew was the old image. That
Okay.
was tans and browns, that you probably still see around town. The new image is more grays, white tones, light grays, concretes, charcoals. So the facade is basically that. But it is rendered in those elevations. And for the most part, it's very neutral. The new image is, in my opinion, very neutral, which allows the branding to get accented a little bit more, I think, in theory.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm struggling to get to the elevations for some reason. I'm seeing a lot of letters and forms. So thank you for
No, I'm sorry.
explaining that. No, it's our packet. I'm probably being an idiot, but I can't figure it out. But thank you for explaining.
No, you're welcome.
This one, Elaine, you don't see this page?
All I'm seeing is like
Okay, well,
submission
here's the
pages.
page with my old-fashioned
Okay.
share screen.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't. I have not been able to pull that up. I've been sitting here while everybody's been talking, trying to bring it up, and I haven't been able to. Thank you.
So are you okay with it?
Yes, I am. That was just my only, I felt like it was really glaring when the subway refacing happened. I think updating them both will help
That
both
is a question
businesses. So,
for staff later, why we never heard anything about it, but that's for later. For now, I'd like to make a positive referral regarding the application for zoning compliance review regarding 25 Albany Turnpike, Duncan of Christopher Ram, applicant Simsbury Turnpike Realty owner, application for a zoning compliance review for the changes to the facade of the building, including installing an 11-foot 4.5-inch by 2-foot by 5-inch externally illuminated channel lettered sign with the provision that at this time it will not be illuminated, 2 directional signs with the provision that they are not to be illuminated, and 2 canopies with downlighting on the property located at 25 Albany Turnpike. Anyone want to second that?
Me or
Okay,
Kate?
all those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. No one left to say no or abstain. So thank you very much, Bill. Have a great night.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, our last compliance review is 542 Hot Meadow Street. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not sure how to enunciate it, but I'm going with Laban Patisserie
Nabon,
Okay.
yeah.
of Kim Wood, applicant, Nord Christensen, owner, application for a zoning compliance review for the installation of a 2-foot by 4-foot non-internally illuminated sign to replace the existing sign on the proposed on the property located at 542 Hot Meadow Street. I don't see anyone to present on behalf of it. The packet was pretty sparse. I saw her logo.
That is it. That is the sign that she's proposing.
It's just basically hanging the shingle out, right? You know, a white painted piece of wood with her logo.
She's getting it professionally made. It's honestly replacing what's currently up there, which I believe was pastels, taking it down, same exact size. She's proposing a white background. I do know she is open to any kind of suggestions if the color needs to be modified with the gold lettering.
How about a border? You think she'd consider that just to?
Yes, I
define it?
actually mentioned that to her.
A border. Needs
What
to
about
make it pop.
A black border is what I know what her preference was. It's up to the
Oh.
board.
We're not
How big
specific.
are the letters gonna be?
Pardon?
You know how tall the letters are gonna be?
This is actually her sign. This is the printout of her sign. It's not just her logo.
No, but
What's
on my
the scale?
screen, they're 1 inch high.
I don't have a scaled photo.
Okay, because I mean, it's attractive, but if it's too small from the street, no one's gonna be able to see it. So
With
that's
a-
why I'm asking.
With a 2-foot by 4-foot, I would assume that she's going for elongated, so about 2 feet high. And if
letters will be-
so
Okay.
24 inches, and if the letters take up the majority of the height, you're probably somewhere in that 18 range, 18 to 20.
Okay, then another question is, from the street, is that gold color visible? I mean, I don't know what, I don't have the experience to know if that's a color that is viewable, significantly enough from, because it's not right at the street, it's like there's berm and then there's parking and then
I'll say this much. As far as this change of occupancy has come, there's been more buzz around it than she could generate with a sign.
she's been on TV,
I was going
right?
to say, this is going to be a word of mouth business, and the sign just needs to be seen by people who are already going to be looking for it, in my
It's a
opinion.
locator.
I don't want to
not an
speak.
evidence.
I don't want to
Oh.
speak for the
Yeah,
business owner,
I'm just
but
thinking that the gold from the street is gonna just kind of not be, it doesn't scream at you like a red or a black or,
I
dark
think,
colors.
but I think Elaine, that point was right on spot because we've already got people coming in constantly talking about it, and nothing's open yet. So
So is it complementary to the other sign for UPS? That's my
That's
main
good.
concern is consistency on the storefronts. we got to let her pick the sign of her logo. It looks like that's her logo. So I don't know if she'll deviate, just like Dunkin' Donuts won't switch to red when we once asked them to switch their logo to red. Is it complimentary? I don't know what the other sign is, to be frank. Has anyone seen the UPS store lately? I am so sorry I didn't do it.
It's kind of a generic UPS logo. I think, again, people that are going there know where they're going and they just want signage to tell them they're in the right place, you
Yeah,
know?
they tend to use their brown and their yellow.
Which
Then
then
this
picks
this
up
will
the
be all the
gold.
same family then with this gold. So.
Yeah, warm colors.
I thought it said the bank.
I can see that now. That's all I'm going to see when I read it. I'm going to the bank, Stephen.
Well, and I'm sorry, Stephen,
French one.
did zoning approve our new full member?
So let's finish this application.
Okay.
Stay on task, but I definitely want to revisit that in literally about 45 seconds. So
Okay.
without further ado, I'd like to give a positive referral for 542 Hotmail Street, Lebon Patisserie of Kimwood applicant, Lord Christensen owner. Application for a zoning compliance review for the installation of a 2-foot by 4-foot non-internally illuminated sign to replace the existing sign on the property located at 542 Hot Meadow Street with the additional requirement that a border be placed around the edges of black shade, if at all possible. Would someone like to second that?
Sure, I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
There's no one left to abstain or say no, so that one passes with a positive referral. We are going to get to that new member literally within seconds. I did go over the approval of minutes, or rather the minutes from March 7th. Did anyone else have the opportunity to look at those and just make sure there was nothing they caught? I did not catch anything.
I didn't see anything.
Didn't see anything.
Okay, then I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of March 7th, 2022. Anyone?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, it's unanimous. No one to say no or abstain, so that one is passed. General Commission business, yes, she was approved. The only
And-
downside, Elaine, is no one's been able to get a hold of her.
All right, I will send her a text. I
right.
asked because she owns another French Laotian bakery that is incredibly popular and basically created the market for these tasty, delicious treats that we're all dying for.
Can we have their name?
Pamela?
Yes,
Kamala?
Kamala Vorsan, who owns Bunam Bakery.
Oh,
That's
wonderful.
right. I forgot she owned.
I didn't know they lived in Simsbury. That's nice.
Yes, she does. She is a
Okay.
Simsbury resident, and as I'm sure Stephen can attest, she is a big cheerleader for other restaurants and food businesses.
Oh, yeah, they're fantastic.
So
That's
she's
great.
I'm really looking forward, and we've all seen how darling she made that her facility. So she's definitely got an eye for attractive, compelling businesses.
So when you talk to her, I had communicated once before, but she hasn't been down to town hall. If she can go by, Tom or Laura, do we have a copy of the design review guidelines? And then if you can also give her that little handout on the center code so she understands, when we do hit something like that, that's really all she needs. But Elaine, if you can get a hold of her, it'd be great to have the cushion. We'd have a Brady bunch. If Tom joins, it'd be 9 people. It'd be great.
I know it would be great. And I just to let you know, I am leaving my position as nominations chair for the Democratic Town Committee.
You are?
I am. I am. My track shoes are laced. But I am passing the information on to my successor, who is well qualified and so we will be looking for an alternate. I believe, because Jim Pennington's seat is expired actually, and he was not reappointed because he was unreachable. So we are looking for somebody to fill that, but that will be my replacement's job.
I do have one independent. I'd have to find out. We had them. Do you remember? It was like a year
I do,
ago.
and I will include that in what I pass on. It's just a matter of what is,
No worries. Can you disclose who's taking over? It doesn't matter. This is being
It is actually going to be our former first selectman, Eric Wellman.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
So
I
somebody
hear
who
he
knows
has a lot
stuff.
of time to, to spend on
Well,
stuff.
he actually knows how the boards and commissions work. So
True.
he's worked with them a lot. So I think we'll get some really good nominees for various boards and
Nice.
commissions from that.
He's good at networking too. I look forward to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, with that
I-
being said, go ahead. Did someone say something?
Can I add one more thing, Steve? Just before
No,
I.
not if you're not going to let us see you. You can't talk.
No, I'm back. You can see all my room under
Oh,
construction
is this
behind
the
me.
last
I was
one,
going to say,
Tom?
how is
Yeah.
that insulation there, Tom?
Oh, it's getting replaced. It's getting replaced. We tore everything out, and when the new insulation shows up tomorrow, it'll go up this weekend. I just want to thank the commission and the boards for all what they do. I am retiring from the position in the town of Simsbury and moving on to the town of Middletown. So while we haven't interacted that much, but we have had our time, I do appreciate all the work that the citizens of Simsbury provide to our staff, and I wish you all guys the best of luck moving forward. Laura will be your liaison until our new director is checked in and ready to go. And so I'll be giving her support up until another week from
Few
this
weeks,
Friday.
Tom.
Yeah, 2 weeks, a week from this
Okay,
Friday.
You're not going yet.
Fool's Day. That's when you're leaving. That's why I'm waiting to see if you really go.
Sorry, Tom, I'm sorry. I don't know. I've never met you. What's your position that you're leaving?
I'm the assistant town planner, aka the interim town planner, while Mike is away,
Yeah.
gone, and
Oh, wait.
we were filling that position.
All
So
right.
yeah,
I'm
I used to
sorry, I
be the
didn't know
zoning
who you
enforcement.
were. I thought you
Oh.
were a presenter.
No problem. I don't get on all the boards all the time, and it's probably been a long time since I've
Well,
been
good
part
luck
of
with
this
your
board.
new job.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for your service, and I wish everyone the best of luck.
Thanks, Tom. I'm sorry I
Very
didn't
good.
remember before. I'm still in denial. Sorry. But thank you. You've been
I've got
great
plenty
to
of
work
time to
with.
come back sometime. So
I hope so. Keep the
Enjoy
doors
the-
open. I live for that. It's worked out well. So hopefully we'll see you again soon.
all right, thank you very much. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Tom. With that out of the way, I do want to do a little more closing business. We did, not we as in I'm involved, but a new town planner was named. He was previously the town planner for Vernon, and before that, he's had somewhat extensive experience in the field. It was more, Laura, was in North Carolina or somewhere where it
It's
was
either
before?
North or South. I'm sorry. I believe it's South Carolina.
Well, either way, he's experienced. He is somewhat reminiscent of Mike Glidden. You know, he's got a more laid back approach, but a vast amount of knowledge. So I think we're going to enjoy working with him. I remain positive. And he will be joining us about a week after Tom leaves. I think April 7th.
April 11th.
Okay. He'll be here. So if you didn't connect the dots, basically we have 10 days that Laura can do whatever the heck she wants. The zoning department.
Uh-oh.
What's the name of the new person?
George.
George McGregor,
Yeah.
I believe. I'm sorry. I have yet to
I
actually.
still wanted to be MacGyver, but.
Hey, McGregor owns like, the rabbit farm or something.
Where are we going to put Barkowski Avenue?
It's a little bit of a long name.
Yeah.
It's okay. We used to call it Hot Meadow Street.
Yeah.
So anyways, Laura, thank you for winning the contest.
That's the last one
Survivor.
standing.
Oh, cat sighting.
Where?
That's my favorite part of the meeting. Hello, kitty.
Oh, jeepers. You know, without further ado, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second and
All those in favor? Aye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
thanks, everybody.